isms right now.
Too, on the other end, on the back end, I mean, the more it gets to DNA, the more it's being proven. That's true.
Right.
Science.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the beginning of what you said.
I said science is the more they get into biology, the more that's kind of proven true.
Right. But if you notice how scientists are moving, just with the pandemic, I'm not going to name them because they flash. Well, I'm going to tell you, all the scientists that were telling you how to beat this thing, that pandemic, I'm not going to say the name of it, right? They were shunned and killed.
Killed?
Yeah.
They was killing scientists?
They're still killing us.
Yeah.
Because they know the truth, because they're actually in the microscope, hey, we can use this medicine because it behaves this way. So they only want the science out that benefits their agenda. What's their agenda? The New World Order. They want to come with a New World Order to put an implant in you so they can control you. I don't know your name, let's say Michael or something. Johnny. Okay. Well, Johnny, he fucking up. He thinking some other shit now. We don't want it. We want him to do what we want. Shut his money off. Shut his access to this off or that off. And they fuck with you. That's what they want, complete control.
Yeah.
God-like power through science and technology.
Even though I'm not up on this, I've always been against that. I've always been a rebel down for that.
And that's what they trying to do.
You feel me? I ain't never had this in me, because like I said, I studied with one man.
Yeah.
Williams. It didn't last long. I went through like 2 weeks, like a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
And each Saturday it was like 2 chapters things unpacking so much. So
Right.
you didn't get that far. You feel me? But as far as like against the system, I've always been.
Right.
Not against the system.
Most of us were.
I'm
Right. Most of us were. He got something.
In 1 Timothy 6 and 17, it reads, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor that they be, it's like a 20. It's 1 Timothy 6 and 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoid profane and vain babblings, and oppositions of science falsely so called.
Right. Because they've what's the word? Infiltrated science. They're not telling you what the truth about science is. The Bible has the real sciences. The scriptures really tell you that you can break down astrology, astronomy, psychology, sociology, all that, biology, what's that with animals? Anatomy, all the different sciences are in the Bible.
Now, these people wrote the Bible.
Right.
Timothy's a so-called black man, Israelite that wrote it.
That's hard for me. I'm not somebody that I'm liking everything that I'm saying, but my mind doesn't allow me to believe nothing without research. So I do,
No.
But it does allow me to say if I'm wrong about something, like certain things.
Absolutely.
Clearly, I don't really know much about that, so I am down to here. You feel me? But this right here throws me all the way off because I don't know. I don't know about migration. I don't know about where people travel and what times.
Well, that's
this was called and this.
That's your avenue.
You get what I'm saying?
That's your avenue.
I gotta know the name of what was they calling this place during this time? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And then learning like that. You feel me? That's
The Bible even talks about
many topics that really learn about. That's what kind of turns you down.
right, because it's overwhelming how much information it is. That's why you start early as possible so your faith is built up. This place, America, the first people to inhabit this place were the Northern Kingdom, here on down. They came over here because they came out of captivity and they were always influenced by the heathen, picking up the customs of the heathen. So they came over here because nobody was over here living a group of people. And that was Hispanic. It was all, you see the names? Some came on ships, but some came over on the ships before the white man came over here and brought them over here. That's why they came over here and conquered them.
The 2nd Ezra 13, that's there at 40, it says, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king.
So-called Latin and Native American tribes. Israelites. They came over during Syrian captivity during the period of 722 BC.
I'm gonna be so good.
It says, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
Right.
that they might there keep their statues, which they never kept in their own land, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river. For the Most High showed them signs for them, and held stood the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. The same region is called Arsarid.
Yep.
Then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come.
Real quick, this is from the Jewish Encyclopedia. It says from in the journal Philology, 3rd chapter 114. It says the name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of the restoration. According to 2nd Ezra 14 and 45, which he was reading, Columbus, talking about Christopher Columbus, we learned about him in the school system, which they falsely told the false narrative that he came over here and discovered this place. But really, he
discovered somebody here already.
The people already here already. But he didn't even get to the continent of North America. He only got to the Caribbean.
It's Espanol.
Espanol. Now look what it's gonna say. It says Columbus identified America with this land.
It's a precept in Deuteronomy that says you'll be taken to another land.
Deuteronomy 29 and 29.
Yeah.
So basically, Christopher Columbus, he already had the foreknowledge that the 10 tribes of Israel, they were already over here on this side of the world. So when he came over here on those ships, why did history say that he came over here with Hebrew interpreters? He came over here with Hebrew interpreters because these indigenous people that were already over here.
I knew they were learning, but he was sent as like a spy to check out what these people
He was.
Yeah.
But when he encountered them, he realized these are some Hebrew-speaking people. So they would have to have been from the old world. But they were already brought it over here because the Bible prophecy told you that they were going to come over here. Centuries prior to Columbus's time. So
I know a link to the Bible like that.
yeah. You know. And then of course they found all type of archaeologists that found all type of Hebrew artifacts and tablets all throughout North, Central, and South America.
Another one.
And in Puerto Rico.
It's like, man, you need to learn like a couple languages. You gotta learn geography.
Yeah,
you gotta learn.
You gotta do a lot of studies.
You gotta learn a lot. You know what I mean? And it's like
I put
a couple months later, I'm like, I did need to get a job, and I got drugs.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to
We all do.
and rest and try to think. You feel me? And try to sit up here and research. I gotta go. I got bills. I got water.
So let me ask you. You gonna say something?
I just want to ask. Well, the word Mexicans come from the Mexica, right? Which means the anointed one.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the word. We weren't called Mexicans. We were called Mexicas before we even were called Aztecs. They called us Aztecs because we came from supposedly the land of Islam, but we came from Israel.
Past Islam,
You know, we came from the east. But they called us Mexicas because that was our name before. They couldn't say that, so they started calling us Mexicans. You know?
Now, to build on his point, but to build on his point, hey, we like the same shit. If you really think about it, we both like low riders, big booty chicks, and good food. We all live in the hood together. You know, you grew up with them. Now, but my point was this: do you know who was in Egypt, ancient Egypt, building those pyramids?
I mean,
It was black people. Right?
I don't like to say black.
Right.
No word I'll be talking because
So-
I would just say black all the time.
Right. But where are the modern day pyramids at?
I don't know. I know that they found
Mexico.
some in the Grand Canyon.
Mexico.
They found some in Utah. They found some like across
America, Mexico, and South America.
Okay, yeah, I know they found some in America, South America, and stuff.
Yeah, Central America. Yeah. Why? Because they were the ones building also.
Right. Yeah.
It ties in right through the spirit, and it's a spiritual thing. It ties in right into being the same people. But we got to stop. What's the art of war? What you know anything about Sue Center Art of War? The number one thing, divide and conquer. Wouldn't you want to have us feuding to conquer us? Because we come together, it's a wrap.
Brutally beat us up. They lied about that too.
All of that.
Beat us up in wars either. That's not true.
I know. But the Heavenly Father was with them to take us down. You got something?
It is Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and it reads, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships."
And when you go into the word Egypt, I believe the Greek word is Egyptos, which means bondage.
If I can't kick it out here,
No, but
We said?
if I want to go to Egypt, I
you
gotta
don't,
go.
no, we don't have to. It said He's gonna bring you to Egypt again.
Okay.
But out here is the
Bring me,
new
I'm gonna
Egypt.
go. Take me, I'm gonna
But
go.
let me tell you, but America is a version of the new Egypt.
I thought this was like Babylon. I thought this
Spiritually
was Babylon.
It is also. It's also
Get
Nineveh.
Revelation 11.
11:8.
It's Revelation 11 and verse
I don't got no reference point.
Yeah.
It's Revelation 11 and 8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of that great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt."
This ain't the new Sodom and Gomorrah with all the shit that's being passed with the alphabet groups?
Right. Yeah, most definitely. So Egypt wasn't good in the past? I don't get it.
No.
Oh, okay.
They were our ancient slave masters.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
fucking Joseph and then
Yeah.
brothers.
So
Yeah.
I do know that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't even set the same table because the Egypts go, they didn't see it. That was the next thing.
Let my people go. All the Egyptians chased them, chased us out of there, right?
These is all black people. You get me? So I was like, we hate
So
them. That should
think
let you
about
know
this.
all skin folk
But
ain't
let me
shit.
ask you this question though: Africans, are they our friends? Do they really like? Do you really know Africans that's really down with you?
I just
See, you gotta go. It's not a yes or no answer.
So,
Though.
no, I would
No, I
have
got
said
you.
no before, like 2 weeks ago. My brother just graduates, right, from law school in Florida. I go out there, I swear to God, for my first time in my life, I seen them in a community in the hood living together. It was great. American blacks, Africans, Haitians, Jamaicans, they was all
You
just
named
They were more than
70%.
they were all just living together, you feel me? And it was mind blowing because I'm from out here and they, like you said, they don't deal with it.
So every famous person, black person that ever went to Africa, why did they stay? To go, you made enough money to go back to Africa and be there. We had Nas and Richard Pryor, all these people talking about going back. Why don't they stay? Because the people don't like them. They don't like us. They gotta work for us.
Yeah, I see some brothers out some baby, he said that they didn't really like them out there.
They don't like us, bro. They were our original enemies.
Don't worry, if you ever hear Africans call you a convict, they're calling you a convict.
That's crazy.
Because they never picked cotton. Obama never picked cotton. So you got the biggest continent with all the tribals and the spirits and shit. How come you ain't came over here and got it?
Okay, let me tell you
They don't have
this.
ability 1700.
I think all, I believe in all melanin.
That you figure if Africa, we were certain people, why don't these NBA scouts and NFL scouts, that should be a manufacturing. Everyone should be coming from Africa to just go over there and get them right out the bush. And
They already tall.
they are, yeah, exactly. But they not.
They're not.
But you
I mean,
see
we
like
were hyper-breed.
1 or 2 or 3 good players from over there.
We don't have the zombie.
I got it.
You know?
Yeah.
That's real though. That's real.
Yeah, and
But in Africa, just